My fiancé made me cater at his wedding. My unplanned pregnancy drove my fiancé into rage. He shoved me in his car and drove to the clinic.
I'll pay for the abortion,
he snapped. I was dead set against it, but Alan made me choose.
Do the abortion, we get married. Don't, we're done,
he declared. I was crazy in love and couldn't imagine losing him. After the clinic, I was in for a surprise. Alan finally popped the question.
But you have to pay for the wedding yourself.
He yanked me back to earth. Alan flew away on business, leaving me without a dime, when suddenly, it turned out, we were long behind on our rent. I didn't want to touch what I'd put aside for our wedding, so I took an extra shift waiting tables. While working at a banquet, I froze speechless. The groom was none other than Alan, and he was marrying a lady twice his age. My world collapsed. I was so looking forward to the wedding, but someone else took my place. I'd sacrificed so much for Alan. Then he casually approached me. You made me get an abortion, gave me a ring, and fooled me. I yelled, unable to see him through the tears.
I can't stand kids, but without them, I'll see you on weekends. We'll live out of my wife's pocket.
He let me in on his plans. I won't be your lover, and it's unfair to your wife, I exclaimed.
The old bag should be glad I even looked in her direction.
He dissed his wife, while I decided to tell her everything.
One word to her, and I'll make your life miserable.
Alan threatened me, and I got really scared. It was the hardest night of my life. Finally, it was time to cut the cake. Alan tripped me, and I fell into the cake face first. Everyone laughed, and I fainted. I opened my eyes in hospital. Alan's wife was by my side, and she was so kind to me. Despite the threats, I told her the truth. But she already knew. She'd overheard us talking. A doctor came and said my baby was all right. I'm glad I couldn't go through with the abortion. No man should get between a mother and her child. Miranda proposed a cunning revenge plan. The three of us met in Paris airport as if by chance. There, we confronted him together. Alan was a great actor, but Miranda had seen and heard everything herself. Miranda tore his passport into little pieces. She and I went to enjoy their honeymoon, while Alan couldn't leave the airport. To top it off, he got arrested. He looked a lot like a wanted criminal, and without any ID, couldn't prove it wasn't him. Miranda and I had a great time. A cheating man may have brought us together, but we became best friends, despite our difference in age and status. On our way home, we saw Alan in the airport, lonely and miserable. He was begging for charity not to starve. Miranda gave him his real passport back, which was intact, and bought him a ticket home. We taught him a good lesson. Never play with other people's lives or feelings.